Brian, I was watching Kaleb Proctor, right?
Okay, here we go.
I was watching Kaleb Proctor.
Yeah, yeah.
Interesting character.
He is very interesting.
When we get to this point, there's a lot of small school guys that's going to pop up in this thing.
Southwestern Louisiana, small school.
You know, just like with our Georgia State wide receiver,
Yeah.
I had to put my evaluation into 2 stanzas.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to do the same for Kaleb Proctor, right?
Right.
I'm going to do my general eval of Kaleb Proctor, and then I got Kaleb Proctor versus LSU and La Tech.
You watched the 2 I watched.
Because I think that's important.
Yeah, I think
now,
it's important, too.
I watched those 2, and I also watched them against the other people's, right?
Yeah.
Because I just wanted...
But you got to watch the bigs.
I wanted further clarity.
Yeah, right. That's,
Just to be clear.
No, that's something you always talk about.
Just to be clear.
Competition.
Me and Brian on the same page with this, right?
Hey.
We don't rehearse who we watching.
No.
But the first thing I want to do is, who are the toughest teams that you played against?
Amen.
And I'll watch 2 of them.
Amen.
So if you a guy that was in the playoffs or something,
Amen.
I'm going straight to them.
Absolutely.
If you from a small school,
you could do that with the Indiana safety.
yes.
Yeah.
I'm going to go find what big games you were in. You know what I mean? It was one of these pass rushers last week. It was like he played a bunch of small schools. It was like Michigan and Ole Miss or something. I'm going straight to Ole Miss.
Right.
If your best game is Minnesota, that's still a Big Ten team, let me see where you at with it.
Okay.
So with Kaleb Proctor from Southeast Louisiana, his general eval, Brian, and this is against all of them.
Yeah.
He beating the shit out of these people with quickness.
Yeah.
Brian.
Yeah.
Quick first step. He's probably a 3-tech of some sort.
Yeah.
I think he's super disruptive. I saw him stacking shed once or twice.
Yeah.
That ain't his game, but I seen him kind of stacking shed once or twice. They'll move him around a little bit. You know what I'm saying? They'll let him rush over here, rush over there. But I think he's mostly going to be a upfield B-gap pass rushing kind of guy. Shows a lot of effort in the run game, all this kind of stuff. This is his general eval, Brian.
Right.
His hands can be sometimesy, but as a general eval, I normally just see him out-talenting people.
Yeah.
So he'll attack a half or he'll run through somebody and you'll see him decimate people. Or he'll roll up against the center, move, boy, and the center just get, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
That's my general eval. He beating the shot, these kids. LSU and La Tech specifically.
Yes.
Let me just say, the first line, he at least belonged in those games.
No question.
He belonged in those games.
No question.
He didn't get picked on like some of these, like, you know, you don't like my man's Westmoreland
Tulane.
from Tulane. He go play Ole Miss and they beat the shit out of him, right?
Yeah.
Proctor at least belonged in these games, Brian.
Yeah.
I think he, once again, solid as a pass rusher. Won't say that he's super ridiculous like some of these other teams where he beating them with like one-hand swipes, but you could tell that LSU knew who he was.
Yeah.
So they'll bring a little help over there.
Sure.
But there were a lot of times where you see him thump the center and the center go, oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
So versus good competition, I'm seeing strong hands now. Brian, he may stack a shed 1 or 2 times, you know what I'm saying? But for the most part, he's going to be disruptive upfield. I think he got better the longer the LSU game went.
Yeah.
And he started getting sacks and pressures at the end.
Yeah.
So I think early in the game, LSU was kind of thumping him around. And Brian, to be fair, I did kind of see him lose his balance a little bit.
Sure.
I did kind of see him get knocked around. He ended up on the ground here or there. But the Alabama kids may end up on the ground sometimes versus the LSU kids.
They do.
Or La Tech or whatever. But Brian, for the most part, I thought that he was really active, high motor, strong hands, inconsistent with the hand technique.
Okay.
And it shows more versus better competition. But you still see the burst, you still see the upfield presence, and you still see the ability to disrupt that got better throughout the game.
Right.
Brian, I got him in the 5s.
Okay.
I got him in the 5s. But I'm thinking about putting him a little higher, like over Holden and Gil Howard and them.
Yeah.
But I do have him in the 5s, and I think if he played versus better competition more, I think he'll get conditioned to better competition more. There was clearly a time in both games, LSU and La Tech, there was clearly a time early in those games where he goes, okay, this ain't Copiah Lincoln Community College, right? But once he got going,
rhythm,
he was strong. You started to see the hand extend and come off. And I don't think he's super nuanced in the run game, but I think he's good enough to effort, show power, show hands, stack and shed once or twice, and go make plays. But he's really going to get busy in the passing game, Brian. I got a 5 on him. Where you got, Kaleb?
I tell you what, here's my 148.
That's your 1-4.
That's my 148.
Lay 4, got you.
Yeah. Let me tell you what, I'm about to blow your mind.
Please.
This is a poor man's Kenny Clark.
I take that.
This is a poor man's Kenny Clark, the way he plays. You could play him at the 1, you could play him at the 3. Mm-hmm. He's got that kind of ability where you watch him, that first step explosive quickness.
Let me say this, as a 1, not like a nose, not like a 0.
Heavy, not like a
pass rushing 1.
Exactly.
That's fair.
They will twist their fronts.
Yep.
And so what you do is you play adjacent linemen. Mm-hmm. So he's going to play in a 1 or he's going to play in a 3, and they'll twist that. Is what they'll do. And this guy is capable of all that stuff. This guy, I feel like though there's kind of there's like some bend, there's some acceleration. Listen, my alma mater LSU had a hard time blocking this guy. He was in the backfield quite a bit. I mean, they were trying to down block him. He got past that. He's explosive up the field. They try and trap him. He gets past that. No, this guy's got first step quickness. He's got that short area agility. Mm-hmm. You know, when the ball goes away, he's able to get over there and make the play behind the line of scrimmage. You can watch it against Louisiana Tech in the backfield. Louisiana Tech plays good football, you know, but this is what you got to do with this guy. At 6'2", 291 pounds, I was really surprised. Like I'm thinking, okay, Southeastern Louisiana, let me see. Okay, LSU. But he's kicking my alma mater's ass. You know, and my alma mater is like spending $30, $40 million on players. Yeah. Shame on us. We should be doing better than that. But you watch this kid play, the twist stunts, the talent that he's dealing with and how he's able to go up against that. I kind of like him when he's on that move. Now, you're right. I think when teams get their hands on him, sometimes it's a little bit of a problem, and you'd see the part you're right about getting knocked around. Mm-hmm. But man, this guy has got he's got a fit for an NFL team because at that 291 pounds, he's explosive and he's strong. Mm-hmm. So I like this, and that's why I was thinking, man, this is a poor man's. If I want to compare it to somebody at the Cowboys, sure. This is like a poor man's Kenny Clark. You know, Kenny plays that same way where it's up the field, explosive, in the gap, use him on the twist, gets around. This kid is I have him in the bottom of the 4th round. And if he was playing at Mississippi State or Auburn or one of these things, hell, he might even be higher. But here we are with this, and I'm not banging on because of the school, but man, I see a player that someone's gonna fall in love with this guy because of his size and know that ability to play as that penetrator.
We actually don't disagree all that much.
Yeah.
You have him as a low 4. I got him as a high 5.
You do. I have him ahead of Gil Howard from Texas Tech.
Him and Halton. I got him.
Halton, yeah. I got him ahead of those guys for sure.
Let me ask you this, Brian. He's probably like a 1.52 for me. So top of the 5 for me, bottom of the 4 for you. Same thing.
Got you.
Maybe like comp pick separate them.
Okay.
Proctor or Bocher, the linebacker from Oregon?
Oh, I'm taking Proctor.
Proctor or Curry from Ohio State, the edge?
I've got Curry. Oh, I've got Curry. But I got him and Curry in the same range.
Yeah.
Same range. I'll take Proctor because I have a feeling I know what he is a little bit more than Curry.
I think he's a lot more athletic than Curry.
I do too.
That's tough. How about this? Proctor or our guard from Notre Dame, Billy Schroth?
I would take Proctor over Schroth.
Proctor or Will Lee from Texas A&M?
Man, it's funny. I've been sitting there watching A&M games with my dad at home at night. Yeah. And Will Lee, I was surprised how many plays Will Lee makes in a game. I would probably go with Will Lee in this one.
Okay, see, those are my 5. So let me go to my bottom 4s where you got them.
Yeah.
Proctor or Danny Dennis Smith, Penn State edge?
I got him over Dennis Smith.
Proctor or Keenan from Alabama?
Man, I really like Keenan a lot.
Yeah.
I would go with Keenan. I like Keenan over Cleveland, and we've had that discussion about Cleveland as well.
Yeah. Cleveland, nice though.
Yeah.
How about this?
Okay, wait. How about you? Where do you have Cleveland on? Do you have Cleveland in this area?
I got Cleveland at the top of the 4s.
Okay, so but you would have him better than Proctor. Then you like Cleveland a lot more than Proctor.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And I like Keenan more than Cleveland, but you're flipped on that.
Yeah, for sure.
Keenan, Alabama, by the way. There.
How about this? I got two more.
Okay.
3 more, and I think you're gonna like Proctor better than these guys? What about Proctor or Murdoch, the linebacker from Buffalo?
I like Proctor.
Proctor or Ramsey, safety from USC?
I got Ramsey better.
And I think this one might be most difficult. Proctor or York from Texas A&M linebacker?
Got him in the same zone. I would say, man, York's size.
Yeah.
Proctor's first step. I'm going to say I would probably, if I stack them, I'll stack York over Proctor.
This is fast. One last one, please.
Okay.
Skylar Bell, wide receiver from UConn.
God, man, they're all Bell would be higher on my board.
They all right there though.
But Bell would be higher on my board.
Okay, that's fascinating. See, we don't disagree too much. We don't disagree too much.
Okay, let me ask you this though.
Sure.
Like McClellan, Missouri.
Yes, sir.
Durant, Penn State.
Okay. I got McClellan in the 3s, actually.
Okay, so that's way up above him.
I like McClellan. But Durant, it's almost like they tags touching.
Yeah.
Because I got Durant at the bottom of the 4th.
Okay.
And Proctor at the top of the 5. What separated this is I just thought Durant played better dudes more often.
Okay.
And he was actually super athlete pass rusher versus better dudes more often.
You learned well.
You know what I'm saying?
You're absolutely right. Yeah.
But I like Proctor a lot, though. I like him better than Corleone. I like him better than Bocher, Lee.
Yeah,
Elam's Orr. I like him better than McGowan. I like him better than Schroth and Wright. Jude Bowery. I like him. He's at the top of the and look, the LSU game did it for me.
Yeah.
LSU game did it for me. Watching that game made me go, he should play versus better competition.
I think he's fine against quality competition. I'm not going to say LSU was great by any means, but I would say quality competition there. That he was battling, and then you watch Louisiana Tech, he was battling. I think this guy is going to go to a team, and I think he's going to help somebody because of his size, his quickness. I think he's got some flexibility to where he can play in a position. I hate saying position flex because it means you usually don't have a position.
Yeah.
But I'm going to say this guy is going to be. I think this guy's going to help somebody. Absolutely.
He should have been in the Senior Bowl.
Yeah.
He should have been in the Senior Bowl.
We'll have a word with Drew about that.
Come on, Drew Fabian. You know what I'm saying?
We get Drew back on a little bit later here in the year. We could like go after him about that. Like, Drew, what are you doing to my guy Proctor here?
Yeah, man. Senior Bowl is normally good about taking those smaller school guys and kind of bumping them up a little bit.
Drew will learn.
We had a little miss on this one.